Hey there, if you're new to the channel and you want to learn everything there is to know about living in Smyrna Beach, Florida or surrounding areas, you've come to the right place. My name is Matt Ecoff. I'm a local real estate expert, and I'll be joined with my wife today, which is struggling a little bit. We're here to share everything from the best neighborhoods to the hottest spots around town. Listen, we get phone calls, emails, text messages, and Zoom invites every day from people just like you. So whether you're looking to move in 2 days, 20 days, or 200 days, reach out to us. We'd love to help you move to the beach. Today, we're going to be talking about Edgewater, and we're going to be going around to Edgewater. We're going to be doing a median-priced home at $280,000. We're going to be going to look at. We're going to be looking at a custom home built in a fly-in, fly-out community with its own private hangar, listed at $1.3 million. And then we're also going to be looking at a redevelopment opportunity where the house was just sold for $1.1 million. What that house looked like, what the teardown next stages are going to look like, and then what the build is going to look like for a price point that we're going to do some math together for you. So come with us and let's have fun looking around today.
Okay, so we're at our first property in Edgewater. This is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom home. This house is a great example of the median price point in Edgewater and what you're gonna find. This house is $230,000. It's also 720 square feet, and it's about $318 price per square foot. So if you can see over here behind me, we've got US 1, which is the main highway that goes down into, you can follow US 1 all the way down to Miami, but this is really easy access to that. Shopping across the street, there's a McDonald's actually right here that's really cute. McDonald's, they have a lot of historic homes and stuff. We're about 5-minute drive from New Smyrna Beach, and this house is also on a little waterway, so it's cool for boating and outdoor activities. But this is kind of a good example of what you're going to find here in Edgewater, median price point. This lot is about 7,000 square feet. It's a good oversized lot. There's lots of trees. You'll see a lot of that here in Edgewater, a lot of natural, older foliage that's out here. So we're gonna go check out the backyard and see what that looks like. This is a really nice, open, large backyard space. It's all gated. They have a little waterway back here that you could do maybe like canoeing or kayaking, something like that. But overall, this is a really big space for the price point. Okay, so we are at Massey Flying Community here in Edgewater. If you can see behind me, we're actually right, that's how close we are to the runway. You can see the planes and hangars behind me. It is a private airport, and the houses that are over here are separate single-family homes, but they also share a hangar behind their house. It's got a dividing wall down the center, and so they can each store their own aircraft and whatever they want in that garage space. So the HOAs are $550 a month. There aren't any homes currently for sale right now, but when these did go up for sale, they run around $1 million or so. But they are starting a whole brand new development that is also gated. And so we're gonna go check that out in just a minute so you can kind of see what's going on over there in the new development. And we'll talk a little bit about the hangars that you can see behind me, how much those cost and how much it costs to land your plane, even just for the day. If you're gonna visit, you can also do that, land and store your plane for the day or even a month at a time. The hangars, I know the big ones are on a waiting list, but we'll talk about that in just a minute. So these are 2 separate homes, but the larger structure that connects them in the middle, it's not connected in the actual living space, but that is the big garage hangar behind their house. They each have their own personal hangar for their aircraft, which is really, really convenient if you have your own personal aircraft and you're looking for a place to store it and not have the hassle of having a monthly hangar that's outside of your own property. This is such a cool option for people who are airplane enthusiasts or are looking to travel constantly. This is your place. So this is a more new and up and coming flying community. The other flying community that is close by is Spruce Creek, which we have another video coming up on that. It's a more established, well-known community. Actually, John Travolta used to have his jet there. Really lovely place. very similar, but this is much newer build. So if you're looking for a newer, more updated version of that community, this is definitely your place. So everyone that we've spoken to in this community usually is here part-time. It is newer build. It's gonna have different amenities from the Spruce Creek community, which is more established. It has a golf course community and also a neighborhood clubhouse, restaurant, things like that. This community does not yet have those things. Oh, it also has pickleball, tennis court. It has a lot of different amenities that the Massey Flying community isn't currently offering, but there is a whole new build that's happening behind us here that is a gated community for Massey. So we're gonna go over there and check that out. We are here at the brand new development that they just started, the villas at Massey Ranch. They are a private gated community over by Massey Ranch. It is still all by the runway. It has its own private hangars with each of these homes, so it's not a shared hangar like some of the houses that you saw previously. These properties are each their own custom builds with their own hangars. Also, a fun fact is that this is where the airplanes fly in and out of that have the banners that you see over the beach that have like, come eat at XYZ or will you marry me banners, those kind of banners. This is the place where they fly in and out of. So that's how close we are to the beach as well. If you were trying to figure out the proximity, it's super quiet out here. And one of the neighbors did tell us that they never hear the planes going in and out of here, which means that the build is really, really they're well built, and they're also a little bit soundproof, so you're not waking up in the middle of the night hearing people fly in and out. She even said there's people that land at 3 in the morning and she never even knew. So that's actually a really great pro for this neighborhood. Behind me is the taxiway. Planes have the right of way, so you could get smushed. You have to be careful. This is actually a live taxiway behind me, so we're gonna walk over here and see one of the first new builds in this subdivision. Okay, so this new build is $1.3 million. It comes with its own hangar. It is a 3-bedroom, 4-bathroom. It is 2,700 square feet, and the price per square foot is $483, which is actually cheaper than some of the new builds that you're gonna find in New Smyrna Beach, which is a really, really great pro for this area. It's pretty inexpensive when you're considering the space that you're getting and also having your own private airport and your own hangar for your plane. This is a really, really great opportunity if you're looking for a new build or you're looking for a community that's a private fly in and out. This is a gem in the middle of Edgewater, and this is just such a great area for airplane enthusiasts. Okay, so you can see that there's a lot cleared behind me as well. They are starting construction on this, but off to this direction, they're gonna start building back this way. And I think further up that direction as well, they're gonna build out more of these fly in, fly out homes.
All right, so here we are on 234 North Riverside Drive. This is historic. This is right into Edgewater area. I'm going to show you in a 100-yard area. I'm going to show you the beginning, the middle, and the end of the process for redevelopment. So behind me, we're at 234. We have a 0.9 acre home, great piece of property. So the house is a complete teardown, sold for $1.1 million. Figure $600 price per square foot on a new build. So if you were to do a 2,500 square foot home, you'd have $1.1 million for the price point. Then you'd have $600 price per square foot at 2,500 square foot home. which is $1.5 million, plus the 1.1 equals $2.6 million, where you have an acre lot, you'd have a brand new custom built home, you're raised up well enough to not hit any flood zone areas, and you'd have your own private dock, which has access to bare deep water. So let's go out and look at, we're not on waterfront, we're across the road. There are some houses here that are directly on waterfront. There are some that are not, that have private docks like this. Okay, here's your dock that you get with the house. Again, house is directly across the street. It's not direct access, but you have this. You do have riparian rights to build out as far as them, so it goes out into deep water. So this is North Indian River, which goes out deep water out to the intercoastal, which then goes out to New Smyrna. I don't know if you can see on the film. Actually, I can't see either rest. I can. You can see some of the condos that are on the ocean back here, but this is just a side part of the intercoastal North Indian River. So this is the first step of redevelopment, is the tear down and finding the house and finding the opportunity to tear down if you can't find the land itself, which the land is hard. We're going to show you some land in just a second that the owners have had forever and that they're just now building out. But this is step one of the redevelopment process. Okay, step two, we've torn the house down. Now it's time to build up. So you can see the elevation here is probably about 4 feet. You can also see the seawall goes all the way around where the dock starts. I don't know if you can see the actual dock itself, but Quaint is the main person in the area that does docks, or does seawalls and docks. They're all over the place. So you can see this around. Now this lot isn't quite as big as the teardown. Our teardown was 0.8 acres. This one is 0.6 acres. So not quite as big, but still a good sized property. And this one's going to be on waterfront with the dock right there. So big difference between the two. I can say on this one specifically, I can't tell you what the price was because the owners have owned this for so long. I went to MLS records to try to find out for you guys, just to let you know, but they've owned it for so long that I have no idea. So they're just now starting to build, and they didn't sell it to anybody. I can say with these parcels, lots of times the house on one side is a parcel and then the dock on the other side is another parcel. I have a client that I'm working with currently that actually is in that scenario. His parents just passed away. His father just passed away. His mother got put into a home, and they're going to be selling their house on Riverside Drive, and their house comes with the dock on the other side. He has a house also on Riverside, just a little bit down from him, but he doesn't have a dock. So when we sell his parents' house, we'll be selling the house itself, and he'll be keeping the parcel. So he won't have access directly across the street from him like a lot of these people do, but there are all ways to buy the parcels to have your dock and to have your slip. So it's a nice convenient thing. And if you're a situation like him, unfortunate about his parents, but fortunately he's able to do that. And because he likes his house better, he's able to keep his house, sell his parents, make some money on his parents' house without actually having to sell that dock. So this is step number two, the tear down and the build up. This is step three, which not really step three because we're not all the way done, but we're at 80% done with this house. This is a perfect perspective of what it looks like after the house is torn down and the new house is starting to go up. Now, just like our teardown, this is on the other side of the road. It's not direct waterfront, but we do have what could be done on the other one, which is an extended dock to go to deep water. So this is the third or final step. Again, this one's about 80% done. It says completion August 2024, so it's not going to make that because we're in November right now, 2024. But you can see we're in November 2024, and I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt, and I'm still actually sweating. So, but again, not on the water. So this is a really good example of what our teardown opportunity would look like. But then you just steps across, and this is a really big deal in Edgewater right now. Is redevelopment, just like in New Smyrna Beach, except your dollar goes a lot farther in Edgewater than it does in New Smyrna because price per square foot in New Smyrna is just going to be a lot more expensive.
So I hope you enjoyed our video on Edgewater today. Leave us a comment below if there's somebody that you know who's moving to the Edgewater community, or if you just want to know a little bit more about the community. Leave a comment, leave a like, let us know your thoughts on the Edgewater community and also Edgewater in general. Today we saw a median priced home. We also saw a custom built in the Massey community that had its own private hangar. That's a really cool pro for that neighborhood. We also saw what it looks like to do a redevelopment opportunity here in Edgewater. There's a bunch of that happening over here. So if you're interested in any of the properties that we saw today or any of the surrounding areas, please don't hesitate to give us a call. Whether you're moving in 2 days, 20 days, or even 200 days, please don't hesitate to reach out. We'd love to help you guys move to the beach.